Hello, Alex. Alex here from the police. We're just going to ask him 3 questions. So the first one, I'm just going to go straight to it, is how many points do you have on your licence? Are you a good boy?
My answer may surprise you here. Yeah, it's going to be really groundbreaking. 0.
What a legend. Just want to ask for younger drivers, what sort of advice you as a police officer would give someone to not get pulled over and get into trouble?
I think generally it's not going to be your modifications that get you pulled over. If you're modifying your car to, increase the performance, then, crack on as long as you're not putting dangerous, doing it dangerously.
Yep.
I think what would usually see you get pulled over is what you're doing with the car, so your behaviour.
Yep.
So, you can have a car where you've changed like 12 different parts and you've taken it way far away from stock, but if you're driving at the speed limit and just being safe, you're probably not going to get pulled over unless, there's pops and bangs going in the background.
Yeah, flames banging out the back or whatever.
What would get you pulled over is speeding, going through red lights, and all the normal things that will draw attention to yourself. Awesome. So I would say leave that bit at home or leave that bit for the track. And just be aware of other people and be safe when you're out on the roads. I know it's a very boring answer.
No, it's right. It's right. That's absolutely fine. And then the third and final question is, as a follow-up, is what are you finding people are being pulled over for the most in the modified car scene?
Well, I'll give you chances. So in general, and then specifically with modified cars. So in general, mobile phone usage. So we're from the City of London Police. We work in central London. We're one of the biggest contributors to people having crashes is distracted driving. So for me, I'm one of the motorcyclists. I'll use the advanced motorcycle that's over there, which is unmarked, so you won't see us come in. And almost all of my time is just driving through traffic and seeing people texting away, just not paying attention. It's been 6 points for quite a while, but people still don't really think of it as that serious. But we've seen so many fatal collisions caused purely by that. So for me, in general, that's what I spend most of my time doing. When it comes to modified cars, again, it's not a surprising answer, but window tints. And a lot of cars come with tint standard from the factory, some of them don't. And putting tint on in itself is fine, but there comes a point where you cross into a threshold where it's not allowed.
Yeah, exactly, What percentage is it, again, of light that has to come through? Is there a certain percentage?
Yeah, so it depends on the window. Generally, it's around 75%. Again, it varies on the window. You can have whatever you want at the back, that's fine.
Yeah, it's the front.
But what people don't realise is you then go beyond that and there's a second threshold where it becomes a dangerous defect. So we meet a lot of people that go, I'm happy to run the tint. I'm probably not going to get stopped because if I do get stopped, the worst thing that happens is I'll pay £100, pull it off, and then that's me. One of the most easily avoidable defects we come across. Because, things like damaged suspension, you probably don't choose to put it there, that just happens.
But you're choosing to physically put something on your vehicle which could endanger people if it's really low level light, you can't see at night time. It's not a good thing, is it? So
and I don't want to sound like too over the top, but with dangerous defects, like I said, it's 3 points and £100. If you get caught for a dangerous defect twice within 2 years, it carries an automatic disqualification of 6 months. So all I say to people, if you are one of those people that goes out there and does tints, keep it above the legal limit, but definitely keep it above the dangerous limit, because otherwise then it's just risking your licence and risking other stuff. So
Alex is actually going to tell us what the percentages are for the legal limits on window tints.
Starting at the front with the windscreen, 75%'s got to come free, and then front side windows both is 70, and then beyond that, whatever you want. We carry little devices that allow us to measure it, so we can check pretty quickly. They're calibrated, they can be used. Using this car as an example, this one hasn't been modified since it came out of the factory, so it's only got whatever the manufacturer decided to put on it. Which I'm actually not sure what it is, but as an example. So, and then basically one bit goes on the outside, one bit goes on the inside. It fires light through and gives you the reading. So 70 is what you're allowed on the side. This is reading at 72. So Volvo have already taken this as far as you can. Well, okay, there's 2% there.
But I mean, it's that close. Factory tint on the front.
But then on the backs, as an example.
Absolutely blacked out.
That's 23.
Wow, that is dark, isn't it?
Like I said, there's 2 thresholds. There's the legal threshold, 75 and 70, and you get the dangerous threshold as well, which is where you go from a £100 fine to 103 points and the risk of the disqualification. That's 30%.
30%.
So if this was your front window, you'd be
doomed.
3 points. And I mean, most dangerous defects we deal with, they're not there because the person's chosen it. It's because the vehicle's broken, it's been in an RTC, they don't know about it. So for us, it's so frustrating that people do something like this just to make it look good. And I know it does look cool, but putting a dangerous defect on the car just for the sake of
20% light, because it's not cool.
Of all the things you can lose your licence for, this will get points for. It's just the silliest thing.
Yeah, but well, to be fair, I've got a Nissan Skyline. It's got chrome blue tint on the back, but I haven't tinted any of the other windows. So
that's the other thing as well, because it is just so obvious.
Yeah.
There's no hiding it. The
No,
moment
you
you
can't,
drive past
yeah.
the roads policing units got one of these, they're going to go, well, there it is.
blacked out, I can't see the driver. So yeah, cool, nice one, Alex. Appreciate your time.
You're welcome.